It's time for another installment of Flashpoint. This week, Bridgett Ellison talks with Hudson's furniture owners on how to prevent furniture-related injuries involving children.
Good morning, I'm Bridgett Ellison. Accidents can happen anytime, especially with children around the house, and furniture tip-overs can cause serious harm. That's why one local furniture chain is working to get results and prevent some of those dangers from happening. Joining us today on Flashpoint, Josh and Adam Hudson from Hudson's Furniture. Welcome to Flashpoint. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
It's great to have you here in-house, and we talked about how crazy kids can be around the house right before we started the show. And you say that you're a family member in the community. Talk to us about that special relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Hudson's Furniture has hundreds of employees. We have 300 approximately, all with families and little ones. And so this issue really hit close to home for all of us. It's something we really wanted to get behind and support in our community. We're a family-owned business and been around for 35 years and just saw this as a big need in the community.
And like I said, we were talking about how we're all parents here at this table, and you understand the importance of baby proofing and toddler proofing. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's like the little ones, they're just attracted to the danger, and you can't prevent them from climbing, and you can't prevent their curiosity from exploring these places. And unfortunately, it can wind up in tragic situations if we don't try to think ahead of what they could be getting into.
Yeah, and we've covered so many tragic stories over the years, especially about children being killed just from furniture falling on them. And so it's scary how many dangers there are around the house with tip-overs.
Yes, it's just not something you really think about when you're thinking about your home, but it is something that's a real simple, easy solution that we have in place that can make sure that you never wind up in this situation.
And so when we come back, we'll talk more with Josh and Adam about ways to make your home safer and keep the kids safe with some furniture tip-over prevention tips. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Flashpoint. Today we're talking to Josh and Adam Hudson from Hudson's Furniture about some really important safety information this morning, guys. And you are partnering with a company that develops something that really help prevent furniture from falling over. Tell us more about it.
What it does is it simply secures the chest or media chest or dresser to the wall, and it's a real simple solution. It only takes a few minutes, and it will help keep all of our children safe.
So when we talk about furniture toppling over, you mainly think about TVs, but there are lots of pieces of furniture to keep in mind.
Absolutely, and if the dresser or chest is properly secured to the wall, the TV shouldn't be as big of an issue, but the TV is also certainly a concern in our house as well. But this device will help prevent that from happening.
But a lot of our toddlers, they start pulling these drawers out, and as the drawers come out, the piece becomes a little bit more top heavy. So like you said, it's not just a device, an item with a TV on it. It can be any piece that really has drawers in it, and as they pull those drawers out, that piece becomes a little bit more wobbly.
And with the TVs, there are lots of common mistakes people make when they mount them?
Yeah, or either not mounting them properly, or if you just set them on top of the piece and you have them move towards the front, that's a really unsafe situation with that piece.
So many people still own the CRT TVs or the big bulky TVs. Is there anything people need to do with those?
The bulkier ones are more of an issue because, again, that weight is distributed more towards the front of that piece of furniture. So those are more of an issue than the flat panels, you're right.
So what are some of the precautions adults should take when handling furniture?
They should make sure that all the pieces that are certainly accessible to any children, that they are safely and securely attached to the back of the wall to prevent them from toppling over, or to prevent a TV from toppling over on them.
So describe the devices that are available that really help with these types of dangers.
Well, it's nothing real complicated. It's a really simple solution. All it really is a device that anchors into the wall and a strap that connects back to the piece of furniture. So it's just going to secure that piece in case there's any incident where it could fall forward and injure a toddler. So it's nothing real complicated, but it's something you don't want to overlook in your home. And we're just trying to make it really easy to provide these devices to all these families throughout Central Florida.
Okay, great. So is there a way to prevent temptation of kids wanting wanting to get to some of these bigger pieces of furniture and entertainment stations?
We could try locking them out. I know in my house that certainly would be a very difficult task. So I guess the best defense is a good offense, and make sure that they get these devices to help secure the product to the wall.
All right. So you're able to provide more help with this.
Yeah, absolutely. We make it really easy. Any one of our 17 locations, you can just walk on in and you can ask anyone, say, hey, do you have an anti-tipping device? And we're happy to give them to you free of charge. At Hudson's, we just want to make our communities safer for all of our families.
So Josh and Adam, what are some precautions adults can take when handling furniture around the house?
One of the best precautions they can use is to make sure that all the furniture pieces that are accessible to any kids are safely and securely mounted to the walls with the products that we're giving away.
I don't know about your house, but at ours it's a free-for-all for everything. So I think the best precaution is just like Adam said, don't assume any room is off limits for your children.
And we talked about some of the things that you can put in place to prevent kids from wanting to climb on furniture. What can you do?
We don't think there's much you can do other than tether the devices in. I mean, you know, the best defense is a good offense, and just to assume that your kids are going to go everywhere. That's the way it works in my house. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works in Adam's house. And what about your house?
Yeah, she just started walking, so it's a whole new world. So I might need to come by one of the stores and talk to you about getting some new tethers, some more tethers. Now, where can we get more information?
We make it really easy. So any one of our convenient locations throughout Central Florida, you can just stop in and ask and say, hey, we'd like to have some of the anti-tipping devices. We're happy to give them to you free of charge. We'd love to make our communities more safer and just not ever have to have one of these unfortunate incidents take place in our communities.
Well, it's great to know that you're there and helping provide this free of charge. The other thing is to make sure you install it correctly too, right?
Absolutely, yes. And all of these anti-tipping devices should be secured into a stud into the wall.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for coming in to tell us about it, and hopefully we can get by one of the Hudson stores and get some more information, pick up some of these free anti-tipping devices. Well, thanks for being here on Flashpoint, and more news and weather's ahead in just a few minutes.